See if everything comes back or not. Well, it says we're live, and it shows all the lives that I tried to do. Are we live or are we not live? Does anyone know? I gotta make 13 videos private. Today is a rough day. Well, if you hooligans can see me, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if it's buffering. And we're being shadow banned. I gotta go search for my own live. Well, there I am on the screen. So I must be here. Although it says there's only 9 people in the chat. Well, now it says 16. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? Is it buffering? Is communism coming? I'm waiting for a knock at the door. They don't want these problems, though. I don't know which caliber to hit them with. Anyways. Dr. No Name, well, this one seems okay. Awesome. Appreciate the feedback. I'm going to check through everything, make sure everything is running, and then we'll go ahead and do the schedule all over again. Since I'll have to delete all those other lives that didn't start for whatever reason. And we're live on the secret channel. Ohio Kyle, troubles today? I hate issues. So I woke up today to my Activision account being hacked, and then a Twitter account being hacked, and then my Facebook being hacked, even though I haven't even really got it all the way back yet. What else happened? Oh, they came after my Hulu account. Launched live 9 times, it wouldn't work, except for the last time it worked, just to turn around and get buffered again, to the point where we didn't exist anymore. It's hot. It's real hot, and I don't like it. Let's see. Kevin, the vest don't cover the neck and balls. That's right. That's right. I only practice for headshots anyways. That's why it's not very fun to take me deer hunting. You don't have anything to show the camera. They're like, you're supposed to hit the lung. Like, it was looking at me funny. No, no, no. Alright, looks like we're kind of sort of maybe running. Dev, I see you. Awesome. Appreciate you, Deb. Let's see, what about over here on Rumble? Are we good to go over here on Rumble? Pumpkin, we hear you and see you. No communism here. You guys are the best. And on the website. What's up, Cassandra? Happy freedom. Alright, we're all here. Once again, we're going to read through the schedule really quick just because the last live crapped out on me. Once again, we'll be starting the live with a video from The 5 titled Rob Schneider Tackles Woke Mob, a new comedy special. I think Rob Schneider is doing all right. He's deciding to fight against the woke stuff. He actually mentions Bill Burr. I think Bill Burr is awesome in his comedy. He starts going all over the place when he starts talking about politics and stuff. He's very left, and I don't understand why, because it sounds from his comedy like he has a firm grasp on how life works. And then he just talks about how, I don't know, compliance cloths are a thing, and should get the jabby jab, and all the other stuff that doesn't make any sense in the world. He's for that, and I think that's weird. But anyways, then we'll be covering a video titled 4 Killed in Manhattan E-Bike Fire. Then we have a video titled Decriminalize Prostitution. Out in Oregon, the legislators are debating, master debating. Then we have a video titled More Vessels Arrive After Sounds Are Heard Underwater in Missing Titanic Visit Vessel. And I'm hearing conspiracy theories and stuff about that. And now I'm like all confused about how all that stuff's going. Then we have a video titled The Suit May Help You Feel the Metaverse. Talking about some accessories for as you explore virtual reality out in the metaverse, which I'm pretty sure is just Facebook's virtual reality. I don't know. I've never done that stuff. Then we have a video we're not going to watch the video, but we're going to talk about Lauren Boebert introducing articles of impeachment against old man Walter on the House floor. We're not going to watch the video because it's just 10 minutes of her repeating herself over and over again that they're introducing articles of impeachment, that it's because of the border and stuff like that. And then we'll be wrapping up things today with a video titled FTC Sues Amazon for Signing Users Up for Prime Without Consent. I don't like that. It's just as bad as online evildoers. That's what we're going to call it, because they're tracking code words so they know who to attack, which sucks. I'm getting it from all angles. All right, hooligans. I think we're back. I don't know. I'm not seeing any buffering symbols yet. We're good to go for now. What's up, No Mandates? What's up, Kevin? What's up, MD Cy Run? What's up, Elisa? What's up, Dr. No Name? What's up, Willie? What's up, Robert? What's up, Bloopy? Now I can't remember who all name I've said. This is the second time we did it. Happy freedom, you hooligans. I appreciate all of you. What's up, Darkly? What's up, Miss Jamie? What's up, Mike? All good now. Glad to hear it. Happy freedom. All right, hooligans. What's up, Patrick? What's up, everyone over on the secret YouTube channel? What's up, Edward? What's up, Carol? Happy freedom. What's up, everyone on Twitch? What's up, Mr. Beansy Beans? What's up, Grey Wolf? What's up, Tom Tom? What's up, Bubble Buddy? Yes, the video is private now on YouTube. Yeah, that's because we had issues. We had issues. Those videos, those lives, they're not worth anything, so they're private. When I'm done, I'll delete them. They won't be there anymore. But thanks for letting me know. Appreciate you guys all being here on Twitch. What's up, everyone on Kick? Happy freedom. What's up, everyone on Odyssey? Yeah, there's something weird about that whole Titanic event there. And then I've been hearing all kinds of interesting things that I didn't even know were a thing to think about the Titanic. What's up, everyone over on Rumble? What's up, Amanda? What's up, Serum? What's up, Kimberly? What's up, Shannon? What's up, Deb Chick? What's up, Amanda? What's up, Hair Juicer? What's up, Pumpkin? What's up, TJ? Happy freedom, all you hooligans. What's up, Astral Hammer? Yeah. I see you guys all telling me about how the YouTube thing's going. I'll get it cleaned up, don't you worry. Appreciate you all being here. Alright, we're going to get started in this very first video titled Rob Schneider Tackles Woke Mob in New Comedy Special. Now, as we get this started, first I want you to hear how they pronounce his name, and then how they just butcher the title of his new show he's got going on, because it's something else.
The SNL legend tackling the subjects that most comedians wouldn't dare go near.
It's not easy being a liberal. It's not. It's sad. You see them alone in their cars with their masks on.
I never did that. But Rob's special, Woke Up, I'm so sorry, is streaming right now on Fox Nation, and Rob joins us to talk about it. Welcome.
Thank you. So nice to be here during these.
She said Rob Satchel.
You know, you just don't want to be involved in anything, or if it goes bad, you go like, what was he thinking? You know, I don't do paraglide, I don't do any of that.
But
I saw an Uber on the
way. If you do that, you just hold my hand, and I'm gonna.
I was an Uber on the way here. No, I'm not taking that. I'm gonna walk.
Too dangerous.
I don't want it. That didn't look good. You know what I mean?
You think the streets are safer? You think the streets are safer?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, it's hard to follow that. I saw that, you know, on the way out here. Thank you. Put me on after the submarine sinking.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Gutfeld made a lot of submarine jokes in the commercial break.
That is not
He's got some submarine material you got to listen to.
not true. I just said there was a missing sub. Was Brian Stelter around?
Tell us about your special.
Well, it was just, you know, something the last 3 years, I just could not work. You know, I went to every place that was still open, and sometimes you'd have to, you know, the audience would have to sit 5 feet away from each other. And I said, I'll go there. Mm-hmm. You know, I just wanted to work. And then, so this is the culmination of the last couple of years of all the stuff that I've been working on. And it was very nice that, you know, I'm very appreciative of Fox Nation to go, they'll put it on there, unedited, and Just, it's important to have free speech and kind of to bring people to a sense of calm in a way, subvert them through comedy, which is a pretty good thing. And I think it's just for laughs. I bring up things like, people don't know what a woman is, and then you get to a joke. I'm not talking about any issues. It's using those issues to get to something funny. Everybody knows what a woman is. A woman is, someone who wakes you up at 2 o'clock in the morning to kill a spider in the bathroom.
I've done that.
Come on, man. Yeah, my wife did that, and then I go in there and you go, and she said, you didn't kill it. And I said, well, you didn't tell me how big it was. You're gonna give me more. I need to come back tomorrow when I have pants and a weapon. So, but it's a lot of fun. And it is interesting because, you learn from the comedians. Even the comedians, very liberal comedian like Sarah, Sarah Silverman. And she just gets to talk about horrible things through an interesting, gets the audience to not even realize they're approving of her getting to it. So you learn from that. And then there's some great comedians out there. And I think a lot of them are trying to subvert some thinking that maybe needs to be rethought. That's all.
Do you find it frustrating that there's so few out there that are actually taking risks?
But there are the ones that are there. I would say that they could be taking more risks.
Yeah.
But you see the great ones, and there's always been great comedians. But I never think so many great all at their peak at the same time. You got Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock, Sebastian Maniscalco's hilarious, and they are all touching on it. I mean, they're being careful about it, maybe more careful than I am. They're not on Fox Nation this weekend, but God bless them, and they are. I think it is, whether it's the left or right, whether it's too far to go, you have to bring back to a place of reason. And I think that most people are reasonable. You take the extremes on both sides, most people don't fit in that category. So this is a funny show.
I don't think we get through all of this woke culture stuff without humor. I think we have to have it in order to take the sting out of it.
I hope so. Well, that was it. If you really look at it calmly, not just a 20-second or a tweet, you can really kind of subvert the anger. Because people make sense, I don't know when math became right wing. 2 + 2 = 4 could be racist. How did that happen? Can we talk about that for a few seconds?
What is the future of comedy? Is it going to go worse in terms of the cancellations, or?
Well, I think that there's going to be good comedy is good comedy. So like there's bad football you don't want to watch. Like flag football around the corner. You don't want to watch that.
Like Pac-10. Sorry.
Or some Pac-10, not all the teams.
Not all Pac-10.
But it's a Pac-13 now, isn't it, by the way? But I do think that the NFL, people are always going to want to watch it. So the great comedians, people will watch. Like Chris Rock's last comedy special, had some brilliant stuff to it. Yeah. And so you're going to want to see that stuff. And, so those are the guys I'm trying to reach and hit. And for better or worse, you see how it goes. It's for laughs and get people to laugh and have a good time. But nothing should be off limits to it. You should be able to laugh about everything, just how clever you get there and get the audience to kind of not realize they're okay with where you're about to go.
I always love it when comedians tell jokes about white people because I can laugh about myself. Yeah. Do you find that liberals can laugh about themselves?
I would say that they're more defensive. I would say and I don't know why they are. It's like an unfair ball game. It's like, the liberals, you got NBC, MSNBC, CBS, ABC, you got Google search engine, you have everything. What do conservatives have? We have one news channel and a guy that sells pillows. Can we have that? No, let's and so
we also have Scott Baio and Kevin Sorbo. So stop it.
That's right. Kid Rock for musical entertainment. Thank you so much for joining us. Everyone check out his comedy special, available now on Fox Nation.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe.
Well, what do you hooligans think? I haven't seen his special yet. I think it's on Netflix. I haven't seen it yet. But they slaughtered his name, Rob Satchel. It's like, who is that? And then in the comments, nobody else even mentioned it. I don't know. Like I was saying earlier, he mentions Bill Burr. I like Bill Burr. I like F is for Family and all that stuff. Very relatable. But he starts talking about politics and he goes left, and I don't understand any of that stuff. He believes all the hype, where Rob Schneider's against it. Well, I don't want to say he's against it. He just ain't for it. Just because you're not for something doesn't mean you're against it. You got to keep that in mind. What's up, Dennis? Happy freedom. You did? You got to send us a picture or something. You got to email it to me or put it in Gilded or something like that. I want to see it. That's awesome. Dennis said he put a big old hooligan decal on the rear car window yesterday. That's awesome. Man, we'll put it on the live. You send me the picture and we'll see about putting it on the live so everyone can see it. It's awesome. MD Cyron, Deuce Bigelow for life until he goes woke. He's a good man. Maybe they'll clone him. Who knows? Bombay, Jessica must have been crying after that. Are you talking about one of the people on the five? Because I've seen comments underneath that video that were saying that, and I don't know any of those people's names. I only know Rob Schneider, Jesse Waters. I don't know the rest of them. Sammy was always funny in Adam Sandler movies. Yeah, I agree. Kevin, Durham hearing is live again. Okay, I don't know anything about that. I don't know who Durham is. I don't know what they're talking about, but I recognize the room they're in. They're in a room where they're going to discuss everything that's bad in the world. They're going to acknowledge that it's bad, and then everyone's going to go home and no one's going to do anything about it. Because that's the same room that the whistleblowers were in and all that stuff, and nothing ever gets done in that room. So I seen people talking about it yesterday. I don't know what it is. I know people were excited to see it, but I looked it up today. I seen the live. I seen it was Durham. I was like, this must be what the Hooligans were talking about. I looked at it. I seen the wallpaper in the room. I was like, nope, nothing good will be happening here, and I left. And that was that. So they may describe all the great, secrets of the world, but then nobody's going to do anything. And it's kind of the same reason we're not going to show Lauren Boebert submitting the articles of impeachment on Old Man Walter and all that, because nothing ever happens there. I just want everyone to be aware. MTG submitted articles of impeachment a week or two ago. We showed that. It was a very short video. Lauren Boebert doing the same thing yesterday, but it's over the border and all that. But I don't want to watch 10 minutes of her saying the same thing over and over again. She's reading legal documents, so it's very repetitive and all of that. But yeah, that's my thoughts on all of that stuff. I'm just sick and tired, just exhausted of so much evidence coming out of wrongdoing and no one doing anything. Nothing, there's no accountability. There's no accountability for the wicked, and it burns my brain out. Let's see. Snooks. It's about charges against Trump. It involves Obama and Hillary. If something really good comes out of it, we'll cover it tomorrow. We get some clips and stuff. I know you guys would want to watch it live, but it's hopium. It's really just hopium. They're going to probably say some things. They're going to make you yell at the TV, and then nothing's going to happen. They're all going to go eat dinner and scissor each other later. Like, there's no good guys or bad guys in politics. It's just all bad guys, it seems like. There's no accountability. Just reading through chat really quick. No mandates. Usually Hollywood is very woke, so Rob not so woke is nice. I agree. That's what I like about that video too, is that most people over on the West Coast are very woke. Or the more wealthy or famous they get, they become really woke. Like, have you seen Kanye West? Kanye West, I was all over the TV for all the bad things that he said and all that stuff. He was doing interviews with AJ, did interviews with Louder with Crowder, I think. All that stuff. And then he disappeared, and now he's back, and he looks like Fetterman. He looks a lot like Fetterman now. He doesn't look like the same person. And he said, if I ever disappear and come back, just know that ain't me. I think they got him. What's up, Tony? Happy freedom. Shanti, did you see KJP saying that she was a historical figure? Yeah, we covered on the live yesterday or the day before. What's up, Trigger Crazy? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here, my favorite bigot. Oh, let's see. Jesus, Patrick. I mean, I'd probably have to check it out too, just to make sure it's authentic, news purposes. What's up, Raja? Happy freedom. Can we get to the prostitutes? We'll get there. Don't you worry. We'll get there. Prostitute. What's up, Fitzy? Happy freedom. What's up, Terry? Appreciate you being here. Miss Jamie, it's very frustrating. It just kills me to hear of great things to come, and then that day comes and goes. Nobody ever gets held accountable. Like Hunter Biden. Just, there's so much news on that today. And it's just because he's not getting charged like everyone else. There's so many people that have gone to prison for tax evasion, tax fraud, illegally possessing and purchasing a firearm, they're doing prison time right now. He's not going to do a day in jail. Like, it's unfair treatment. It's injustice. What's up, K-Love? Happy freedom. Thanks so much, Mr. Beansy Beans, for the bits. I appreciate you, Mr. Beansy Beans. Thank you. Let's see. K-Love, Kanye is as confusing as Ellen. Talking about Ellen DeGenerate. She's a terrible person. I keep seeing pictures of her on Twitter, like, clutching onto children and stuff. It's like, it's gross. It's messed up. Somebody needs to do something about that. What's up, Jimmy? Over here on Kick. I appreciate you. What's up, Can Killer? Trigger Crazy, you're omnipresent. Did you make it over to Rumble? Did you say hello to the hooligans on Rumble, though? You did. Trigger Crazy, you're awesome. But did you go to the website? No, you didn't. You're going to have to join the website, Trigger Crazy. Thank you so much, Snooks, for the $20 donation. I appreciate everything you do, Snooks. Thank you. Let's see. What are you guys talking about over here on Rumble? It's always explicit. It's always spicy over on Rumble. Rasha, he cracked me up. What's up, Marvin? Happy freedom. Garrett, yeah, I don't believe Fetterman is the real Fetterman anymore. I don't know about that whole situation. I didn't see enough of him prior to going into the hospital for 2 weeks or 2 months or whatever it was. I know he ain't doing a whole lot now. Him and old man Walter standing next to each other, stammering and shuffling around, is unsettling. It makes me feel like the outside is the insane asylum and the only place you're safe is indoors. Ohio Kyle, RFK Jr. is getting a lot of people in trouble on YouTube, so he's going to Rumble. Yeah, I'm seeing that a lot. Over on Twitter, that's like top topic over there. Alright, we're going to move on to this next video titled 4 Killed in Manhattan Because of E-Bike Fires. I don't get it. Here we go.
All right, good morning. We're standing here in front of 80 Madison Avenue. A call came in this morning a little after midnight for an odor of smoke and fire in the building you see behind me. Unfortunately, there were 6 critical injuries of residents that were pulled out of this fire. 4 of them have passed away. As you can see to my left, it is very clear that this was caused by lithium-ion batteries and e-bikes. There is a very large number of both batteries and e-bikes. This location is known to the fire department. We have written violations at this location before, and we have conducted enforcement in this location before. So as of today, including this fire, we have 108 related to lithium-ion batteries and 13 fatalities. That is significantly higher than last year. I believe we were at 2 as of this time last year, 2. We have to make sure we're getting the word out about how dangerous these unregulated bikes are and the fact that they are here already in the city. What I would say, though, is it really is an explosion more so than it is a smoldering fire, as you would often think. And so you see the volume of fire that occurs immediately upon explosion. It can make it impossible in that moment. You often hear us say that early warning is the best way to save yourselves from a fire. That is not the case in e-bikes. There's so much fire created that it can often be too late as soon as the fire has begun. And of course, in a case like this one where there's multiple bikes or multiple batteries, that's even more true.
She looked like she didn't have no top teeth. She had a little bit of meth mouth going on. I don't know what that was about. Never seen firefighters look like that. It's no good. I don't live in a place where we got those e-scooter things or whatever, so I don't have to worry about that. But I see it a lot when we cover DC. Apparently they just blow up on you and burn your whole house down. Doesn't sound good. I seen that they were, I mean, I haven't seen it in a while, but I know a year or 2 ago they were trying to bribe people to like charge them or something. If you went and gathered a bunch of dead e-bikes, you can take them to your house and charge them and then put them back out in the public. They were tracked by GPS or whatever, so they'd know if you stole it or not. But then you would receive some sort of financial compensation for charging these e-bikes. I don't remember them mentioning that they would just blow up in your house and burn your house down and kill Cat Daniels or anything like that. I didn't hear any disclaimers like that. You'd think whoever owns those e-bikes would be getting sued for that kind of stuff. Leonardo, they'll force you to buy electric vehicles, then outlaw the batteries. That sounds like our government. Jason Gates is hammering Durham. I think Matt Gates is awesome. Gates, Hawley, all those guys. Sure, crazy wait. Yeah, I can't say that out loud. Yeah, I can't talk about the weather. They'll just straight demonetize your channel if you talk about it. So can't go there. But you're right. Sure, crazy. What's up, Norman? Happy freedom. Sure, crazy prostitution is legal here. Sickening. Out in Canada? I know your guys' strip clubs are a lot more lenient than ours, or at least how they are in Michigan. Darkly. Stop, drop, and roll. I don't know if that works with the lithium batteries. There's just fire everywhere. The floor is on fire. You're like, I'm stop, drop, and rolling. It ain't working. There's more fire than there was when I was standing. Ohio Kyle. Yeah, Gucci Mane's been cloned. Kodak's been cloned. They say Eminem's been cloned. That's why he was gone for 4 years. It's messed up. You never know. Nunya, they're commercial scooters. Oh, I didn't realize that. I don't know a whole lot about that stuff. I know they're like a different form of public transportation in major cities. Mr. Beansy Beans has seen a picture of Ellen DeGeneres in the '76 high school prom picture. She was just as ugly then as she is now. Mr. Beansy Beans, you crack me up. I appreciate your honesty. Jimmy, I think it was $7 a piece to charge him. Yeah. It's not worth it if it burns your house down. Deb, the cars do it too. Yeah. I can't remember if it was Ford. We covered a video. I want to say it was Ford. It was like in their lot. They had vehicles that were next to each other, and a truck burst into flames and it burned down the two vehicles that were next to it. And the police department or the fire department wasn't able to put the fire out. They had to just kind of maintain it because it burned so hot or whatever. I don't know if they don't have the resources to put it out, or it's not worth the resources to put it out. So they recommend just letting it burn out. I don't know if that's good for the weather or not. Blame Walter. Yeah, it's old man Walter's fault for pushing that stuff, but they'll blame it on the Orange Eagle one way or another. They'll circle back and find a way. Let's see. So this next one is titled Decriminalize Prostitution. Over there in Oregon, legislators are debating. They're like, I've been smoking crack on the weekends, and you know what it needs? A little extra prostitution. People just want to live like Hunter Biden. That's what it really is people in Oregon, they're upset that they don't get to live like Hunter Biden. And so now they're making some changes the legal way, pushing it through legislation. They'll be like Hunter Biden by the end of the month. Let's get her started.
Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Elizabeth Din.
I'm Jeff Gianola. Prostitution legal in Oregon? Well, state lawmakers are considering decriminalizing sex work, but first they want more data.
Our Elise Haas is digging deeper into this as the bill is expected to pass this week. Elise?
So Oregon lawmakers have tried before and failed to decriminalize sex work. Now, lawmakers during this legislative session are working to get money to study the effects of decriminalizing it instead.
Hey guys, just so you know, we're gonna pull over a car real quick. A guy picked up a potential prostitute.
Coin 6 followed along as Portland police cracked down on prostitution last October.
Who's that lady?
Oh, to be honest with you, I don't know her.
But now there's a movement to decriminalize sex work.
For example, it's possible that if sex work were not criminal, then people who are being trafficked would feel more comfortable going to law enforcement, or people who were assaulted, sex workers who were assaulted, would feel more comfortable going to law enforcement.
Senator Elizabeth Steiner championed this effort to move forward with a methodical study.
We need to understand whether that's actually true by looking at societies where they have decriminalized sex work, and figure out whether that would actually make a difference in public safety in Oregon.
Currently, Senate Bill 5506 has a budget note attached to it to allocate $600,000 to OHSU and the Criminal Justice Commission to study the effects of current laws and policies on people in the sex trade in Oregon. Not everyone agrees with this spending. Republican Senator Fred Girod spoke up today about how this bothers him.
Budget note number 7 talks about decriminalizing prostitution. And I think we should have learned from 110 that sort of philosophy, in my opinion, and everybody has their right to their opinion, just doesn't work.
Senator Steiner doesn't deny that Measure 110's implementation was flawed. However, she compares this sex work study to how deliberate Oregon was with the study in decriminalization of psilocybin.
We're trying to take that kind of measured, thoughtful, evidence-based approach to potentially, I'm not assuming the results of these studies, right? We're trying to get really good evidence to say what is the right path for the state to follow.
Sex worker advocates like the American Civil Liberties Union conducted research on this in 2020. They found that full decriminalization would result in improved conditions for those who engage in sex work and would help reduce police violence and mass incarceration in the U.S.
So the subcommittee passed the bill tonight, and then that also includes the funding for that study. And so now the bill is on its way to the chamber floors, where Steiner says that the House and the Senate is going to be passing it later this week. Live in downtown Portland tonight, Elise Haas, KOIN 6 News.
Yeah, fascinating topic. Definitely. Elise, thank you for that report.
So if they legalize it, does that mean you can get refunds? Does that mean you have to write receipts? Because you're pretty sure you gotta have a receipt for sales transactions. Are they going to be upset when they realize that they'll have to pay taxes because they're making income? I have questions. I wonder. Gregory, the oldest profession. Yeah, they're bringing back the old school. Mark, you don't pay them for the goods. You pay them to go away afterwards. Yep. I don't know. Ohio Kyle, the government just wants tax and regulate. It's money to be made. Yep, it's true. I think it's weird how back in the day people started getting on drugs and people didn't want their community full of people with drugs. So they were like, let's outlaw drugs. That way it'll be a deterrent for people to be drug addicts. And like, prostitution's not really a good thing either. We should probably outlaw that too. And now here we are, 2023, and we're like, you know what? We need more drug addicts and we need more prostitution. Let's just go ahead and go back. We'll just revert. I don't know. It's just stupid to me. What's wrong is right and what's right is wrong. We're in the end of times. It's supposed to last for like 200 years, though. That's the part that people don't tell you when they talk about it being the end of times, is you don't realize the end of times is supposed to be a 200-year-long period. So it's not like, oh man, maybe on the weekend it'll just all end. No. 200 more weekends. Well, more than that. It's no good. 24/7, throw the tea in the harbor. I know, we need some changes. Politicians are just not getting things done. They don't care about us. It's fine for randos to come across the border. They don't have to register who they are. They don't have to pay taxes. They get free stuff. If we defend the border, we're going to prison. Or worse. Like, that doesn't make sense. Now saying leave kids alone is considered hate speech in most of the internet. That's wrong. All day. That will never be considered hate speech to people who actually care about others. It's like the world is so messed up right now. Guess MJ ban assault condoms. I don't know about all of that. Trojan's about to be making some money. Their stock's about to go up. Snooks, hookers are going to start carrying credit card machines. They already use Cash App. I see them all over the internet every day saying their Cash App. Winning streak at 1099. Yeah, they're going to file a Schedule C at the end of the year. What's up, Animated Adventure? Happy Freedom. Winning streak. $20 is consensual. Shanti, leave kids alone. I'm saying. And I keep seeing people defending that. Like, people are saying that if you're a person that says leave kids alone, or if you're a conservative and you're attaching shapeshifters with people who hurt kids, then you're just a right-wing extremist. And so that's the new thing. And I see tons of that over on Twitter. People are just like delusional. People are delusional. They would rather stand up for shapeshifters than stand up for kids. This stuff's going to end up in the streets. We're going to see blood in the streets if they don't fix this stuff. It's going to be hardcore. Carol. Maybe. Maybe. I appreciate you being here, Carol. What's up, Sandra? Happy freedom. Get some J. Laugh out loud. Slide your card here. Yep. Yep. Hooker's going to hop in your passenger seat. Cash credit. Pull out the machine. They'll probably connect it to their iPhone. I can't remember if it's Cash App or PayPal. Maybe it's both of them now. They'll send you a little device to plug into your phone so you can scan credit cards. Yeah, Adrian. Saying that people are homophobic. Yeah. Yeah, people are saying that... I don't know. It's hard to explain without saying words I can't say on YouTube. I don't know, but it freaks me out. I don't think under any circumstance should standing up for children be a bad thing. And people act like it's anti-Rainbow Club. And that's rough. I don't think anything comes above standing up for kids. Patriots Arc will never have justice for the youth of our nation. I think we will eventually. I think if they push it too far, we're going to see... You remember, I can't remember what the predator's name was. There was some predator, went to court, got out of court, and he was like being escorted from the courtroom to somewhere else. And the guy was on the phone, and it ended up being the victim's dad. Got off the phone and boom, let them have it right there in front of everybody. We're going to see a lot of that. They better stop. They better leave kids alone. What's up, Malvita? Happy freedom. True crazy. Hey, teacher, leave the kids alone. Yeah, more now than ever. Those rainbow teachers. Can't believe that stuff. I don't know. I think it's going to backfire on them. I think they're going to make life so lawless that when they'll push it to a point where the good guys won't care anymore. And society will be so lost that when the good guys are like, I've had enough, we're going to air you out in the street in front of your family and everybody, there won't be anyone there to stop it from happening. The people who are sitting by silently and watching the world go to crap, or a lot of the majority of those people are strategic and strong, and they're strong enough to sit there and be silent and watch the world descend into darkness. But the day that it's been too much, there'll be so much blowback that nobody will be able to stop it. They'd be better off just trying to find some moral high ground and turn this all around. I'll look it up, Guy Dub. I probably won't be able to share it on the live depending on what it is. Interesting. A quadruple homicide. I'll look into it. Maybe we'll put it on the live tomorrow. Parody Bear, then the good guys become the bad guys. Yep. Yep, you either die a hero or you live long enough to watch yourself become the bad guy. Become the villain. SMJ, silent, patient, and well armed. Yeah, that's what I think is crazy is you see all those softy doughheads out there screaming and yelling with their face coverings on and all that. And it's like, look, you see what happened with Kyle. There was only one Kyle. There was a whole mob of people out there. A lot of casualties. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop pushing people. I have a short I made of a live that we did a couple days ago where I was saying dealing with those people and playing the games is the same thing as having somebody that has schizophrenia, and instead of giving them help, we're all going to pretend we hear the voices too. And that's the game we're playing. And I'd like to share the short, but I'm worried it's going to be flagged for, I don't know, terrible things. But I think that's the reality of the situation. And the more we cater to that, the more we're catering to the whole deal. The whole deal. All the delusions out there. Patriots Art, while they hide in private sectors, we're stuck in hell that they create and manipulate for gain. It's true. Thanks for letting me know, Robert. Appreciate you posting it in the Gilded. Shirley. Oh, I get censored all the time. I get censored all the time. I gotta watch what I say hardcore. I mean, it's at the point where I can cover another YouTube video and I'll get a strike and that video won't. And I'm literally covering a video that's already on the platform. Yeah, they come for me hardcore. That's why I gotta be careful. Every once in a while I have someone come in and be like, why do you say all that random stuff? Why don't you just call it what it is? Because if I called things what they actually labeled, you wouldn't even hear the live, because I'd be gone. You gotta be clever. Gotta be clever to keep things moving. I'm trying to figure out what you're saying here, Mr. Beansy Beans. Rather see the decline in HIV and STDs. Oregon's about to be plagued out. Hopefully old man Walter will figure out a cure. All those great promises he's always promising. What's up, Nefties? Happy freedom. Deb, you got haters. You must be doing something right. That's what they say. Diane. How do I say that word? Your neighbors are two females that like each other and they don't like the Rainbow Club. There's a lot of people like that. There's a group on Twitter, I think it is, that are called... There's so many words I can't say. It starts with a G and it means they're extra flamboyant. It's that word against... I can't say the whole thing. I don't know. It's flamboyant people against flamboyant people that hurt kids. That's what it is. And I think it's awesome. They're actually paying for a commercial truck that has screens on the front and side and back of it and all that. Big billboard truck. And it's talking like leave the kids alone and stuff like that. And it's going around DC. And it's triggering all those softies out there. Trigger Crazy, when is Kyle doing a part 2 and will you be covering it? If Kyle went out there for a part 2, we'd definitely be covering it, but it wouldn't be on YouTube. Yeah, winning streak, that. Yeah, get some J. I'm seeing a lot of that. And I've been saying that I think that the Rainbow crew needs to separate themselves from people that hurt kids. Because people who hurt kids have found out that they could join the Rainbow group and they can do all the terrible things that they do. And if you stand against it, you get called a bigot and all the bad names and all, you know, then all the rest of the Rainbow cadets will come up and defend them. And they need to separate themselves, because people who have been flamboyant for years and who were all excited about the Obama stuff that happened, they just wanted to feel proud to be who they are and to get married, even though it's against religion and being married is a religious deal and all of that stuff. And we're not going to talk about all that. But they just wanted, that was their rights that they wanted, right? And now all this is happening. And they're all mixed together. All the alphabets are all mixed together and stuff as one rainbow community. And now it's getting brought down by people that hurt kids. And if they don't separate themselves, it'll get to a breaking point where it's like it devolved. People will go back to not liking that stuff. And all the people who have fought for that or whatever they did, they just wanted to be flamboyant and not be bothered by it. Well, you're going to be bothered now because you let people who hurt kids hijack your whole deal here and use your branding to do the bad things they're doing. And now nobody likes it because nobody wants anyone to hurt kids. And now the whole community is getting thrown under the bus. The whole ship is going to sink because of the bad people out there doing bad things under the branding of rainbow community. They need to separate themselves or the whole ship's going to go under and they're going to get pulled down with it. Faded the Rainbow Cadets. I don't know. I'm trying as hard as I can to say what I'm trying to say without crossing any lines here. Hopefully you're picking up what I'm laying down. Melvita, no, there's no way I was press briefing today. What's up, DK? Happy freedom. Patriots archive's been drained of funds through court battles. Yeah. Kevin, yeah. Elisa, alphabetical gymnastics. That's what it is. No, Shanti, I didn't see that. I'm not surprised, though. They're trying to blur the lines of reality. I'm reading this sentence. Patriots are... I've read this like 3 times. This is for when a girl switches teams after she has a kid so she can become her own grandpa. That's... See, that's what I'm saying. We're starting to get into like delusional territory by playing these games with these people that have mental disorders. Yeah, the only flag that represents all of us is the American flag. And I wish they would stop trying to put out all these flags. Like the Rainbow Crew, they got 6 or 7 different rainbow flags. For what? For what? They're like, well, this represents us. No. The American flag represents us because we're in America. If you're an American, regardless of who you love or what you do or what your skin color is or how long your hair is or whatever, you're an American. If you're here legitimately, that flag represents all of us. That's all of us being united. And they put out all these other flags and they're like, this is representing us. No, it's not. No, it's not. That might be your gang colors. You don't want gang wars with us, though. Okay, you're too flamboyant to be out here with plate carriers and all that. Okay, you don't want gang colors. Just let the American flag represent all of us and keep it moving. Goobers. Deb, I know I gotta try and use word. I'm making up words because I don't want to use other people's words and I can't call things what they literally are called. So it's an interesting game here. Diane, it's a shame we can't speak freely. Yeah. Well, one day I assume we'll have the majority of hooligans over on Rumble. Like, if we can get to a point where YouTube's not even doing anything anymore, we will start calling things what they are. But as long as the majority of hooligans are over on YouTube, we got to play by YouTube's rules. Hey, I appreciate you being here, Cassandra. You be safe out there. Oh, let's see. Surely the American flag is not the same thing as a biker patch. Yeah, it's true. What's up, Dana? Happy freedom. Internet's been acting up. Yeah, I've been having a day too. True, crazy. Same thing in Canada. Your flag represents all of you, and so people over there waving the rainbow, like they just want to be. They want to be segregated. They want to be separated. They want to be different, while screaming they want to be united and one of everyone else. It just doesn't make any sense. Miss Jamie, I fish, so I'm not sexy. What are you talking about? Conservatives love women that fish and shoot guns and hunt and have brains and morals and all that stuff. And liberal men just want to be women, so that's all there is. Ohio Kyle, YouTube will be the next Facebook where my parents are the only ones that use it. Yeah. Well, Twitch is going to knock themselves out first. I'm waiting for their new stuff to go into effect, because once it goes into effect, they're gonna ban us. Because I don't want to exclusively live stream on Twitch, and that's their new parameters. Is it's all or nothing, and I'm not willing to just take everything down and go Twitch exclusive. So they're gonna ban us. So we'll move on to this next video titled "More Vessels Arrive After Sounds Are Heard Underwater for the Missing Titanic Visit Vessel." I'm hearing so much stuff about this. This will be our third video covering this topic. But I'm hearing like crazy stuff. I'm hearing that they went down there and they found evidence that that's not the Titanic. That's the twin ship of the Titanic. And JP Morgan and all these other people were on the actual Titanic. And that one sank with people who disagreed with people that were on the other one. And so those people went down and everyone thinks it's the Titanic and all this stuff. But really, it's like the sister ship or something survived. And I don't know, all this crazy stuff. And they're saying that these people found evidence that history has been rewrote and none of us know it. And they were excited to come back to the surface to show everyone the details of history, whatever, being changed. And then they never made it out. And that's the story that's going around. I don't know anything about any of that stuff.
That's right, Mimi. Time is running out, but there is now hope. That's because last night a military vessel picked up underwater noises. According to Rolling Stone, the sounds are reportedly banging, and researchers are hopeful that that means it's a sign of life. The search is happening deep into the Atlantic, hundreds of miles south of St. John's. And we've confirmed the identities of all 5 men on board, including the CEO of Everett-based Ocean Gate, that's Stockton Rush. But time is running out as oxygen is dwindling. The U.S. Coast Guard is using this vessel, among many others. This one is equipped with 2 remotely operated vehicles, essentially an underwater drone, to search for any glimpse of that missing submersible. That's one of at least 8 vessels, either en route or already searching the area, which the Coast Guard says is the size of Connecticut. Now, 3 of those just arrived this morning to assist in the area where that sound is being picked up underwater. The submersible is called Titan. Now, mission experts say there are several ways the sub can go back to the surface if things go wrong, including, if all else fails, that vessel should drop its weight on the outside and rise automatically.
It is designed to come back up. The fact that this vehicle has not come back to the surface does not bode well. Either it's an entanglement issue or there's a broader set of series of failures that have it now on the bottom.
And this particular sub has made several successful trips down to the Titanic wreckage. It costs $250,000 to take part in the deep sea dive expedition. But there have been questions of the safety of the Titan in the past. Court documents show that a former employee sued the company in 2018, claiming he was wrongfully terminated after he pointed to the potential danger to passengers as the sub reached extreme depths. That lawsuit was settled in court. As this morning, this search continues. Jake?
And we'll be watching.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, hopefully they find those people and everything turns out all good, but chances are that's not what's going to happen. Who knows? It just seems there's so much stuff that seems really suspicious about the whole deal. But I didn't think crazy thoughts until I seen the stuff on TikTok. And I seen you guys, some of you guys commenting, you know what I'm talking about. And I don't know if they're conspiracy theories or not, but I think it's pretty crazy to think that those people got whacked. depths of the ocean because they were going to expose the Titanic. And I've been saying this for weeks now. I think they could come out and tell us to our face that they've been lying to us about everything. And they could say the most craziest things and nobody would do anything. Everybody would just take it and we'd be like, darn. And then that would be that. Nobody would do anything about it. Sure crazy they found Atlantis. That's where they are right now. What's up, High Plains Drifter? Ghost XQC signed with Kick, so Twitch is reversing their new policy. There's videos on it. They're not changing that though. The multi-streaming thing is something they're trying to get away from because they don't want, Twitch doesn't want their platform to be used as like a secondary thing because the community guidelines aren't as effective. I'm waiting for YouTube to do this stuff. I hope they don't do it because it's going to ruin everything we're doing. But they don't want it to be that way. It's really hard to tell someone, you know, don't do this and don't do that if they already have just as big of an audience on a second platform. So if, say there's two platforms, right, and you stream to both of them, you got 1,000 people watching on both of them, and then this platform has too many rules and they strike you. Well, you're fine. You're just going to be over here and you're going to grow your audience over here and build this platform over here, while this platform just pretty much lost a live streamer and all the viewers that were watching the advertisements. And so they don't want that to happen anymore. They want you to be exclusively on their platform, so you will only build an audience on their platform, so when they do come out and strike you, it hurts you bad. Otherwise, their community guidelines aren't as effective. I know that they're trying to roll back the rest of their stuff, though. The advertisement, the logos, like this stuff, they're trying to change those rules because everybody's got branding and stuff on there. But I'm pretty sure they're heavy set on that multi-streaming thing. I mean, it's fine either way. Either way they want to take it, it's fine, because there's not a lot of people that watch me on Twitch, and I think Kick is better anyway, so tis what it is. And only 1 day left, oxygen levels are depleted. Yeah, I wonder how many hours they have left. They said it was like 96 hours or 69 hours or something of resources before things got bad. Jason, look up the Olympic. The Titan sister ship was damaged in sea trials and they wouldn't pay insurance for it. Yeah, that's what all that stuff is. Somebody else like kind of spelled it all out. I'm looking for it in the chat. Ohio Kyle, Rumble is good, but they need to fix the app for the live chat. Yeah, that's the biggest complaint I hear is about that live chat. I wish I could find that comment. Freaking fly or something touching me. Don't touch me. Racist. Norman, something about the Federal Reserve, right? Yeah. I know it has something to do with the Olympic ship and the Federal Reserve and JP Morgan. I don't know. I've heard it like 3 or 4 times now that this is somehow tied to that and they don't want the secrets of the Titanic to come out. So those people got taken out. And they're saying like the ship should have came back to the surface on its own and it's not. So they think it's stuck somehow. It's underneath something. They were saying in another video that I seen, if they didn't mention it in this one, they could have been exploring parts of the ship by like going too close to it and having the shipwreck collapse on top of them and pin them down and they'd be stuck. Sure, Chris, I wonder who threw the first punch when they realized they were screwed. I don't know. They're all rich, wealthy people. They're probably too soft to be throwing hands. James. 250,000 with no live tracking, no live video, no GPS tracking. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff about it that just doesn't make any sense to me. What's up, Soul For Real? Happy freedom. Thank you, Mr. Beansy Beans, for the bits. I appreciate you, Mr. Beansy Beans. You're awesome. It was in the Atlantic. It already had massive damage, and JP Morgan got rid of his competitors on it, in my opinion, Jimmy. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I mean, I don't know. And I don't know what difference it would make at this point. And that's kind of like what I'm wondering. Even if they did find evidence of this, that, and the other, main news wouldn't cover it. So who are they going to tell? They're going to tell 12 people they know? News wouldn't cover it. And even if they did, what is anyone going to do? What are you going to do? Nothing. Nobody's going to do anything. So I just don't understand why they even would take those people out for finding some truth like that, because I don't think anybody would do anything anyways. So this next video is titled, "This Suit May Help You Feel the Metaverse." On one hand, I think this technology is really cool, and on the other hand, I think it's really sad, because it just shows how much people can't stand being in regular reality.
This suit may one day help you feel the metaverse. Researchers at one of the world's top science universities are trying to create a meta-suit. The aim is that this technology could take virtual reality to the next level by using soft artificial muscles meant to feel light and natural.
So something that we integrated is that you can let a bird land on your hand and feel it because the muscles are contracting on the suit.
Its developers at ETH Zurich hope the suit could be used in movie making to help map an actor's movements, or even help someone suffering from Parkinson's to keep walking. The metasuit is being developed by 8 mechanical engineering students using a technology called HASEL, hydraulically amplified self-healing electrostatic actuator, which are sort of like tiny Ziploc bags that can expand or contract with a small electrical current.
It is amazing. Like the first few tries where we actually tried our technology, we all had to laugh because it was such an amazing feeling, which was something I've never felt before. You're in an entirely other environment. You could be on Mars and you feel something and it feels real, right? So
they say the goal is that this will overcome the limitations of current VR devices that are often based around your vision and can be quite expensive. This solution instead can be moved by signals sent to it, and then send its own signals too to more closely capture a user's movement. The theory is that's also useful for more exact motion capture for films and games, or to restart frozen gait, a symptom of Parkinson's disease that requires a prompt to help the patient move.
the cool thing is that in essence, these hazels are quite similar to human muscle. And this is also a reason why we use them, because to have a natural feeling when using Hazel's muscle on the suit, it was very important that they were similar to human muscles in some sense.
I don't know. It's kind of neat. It's more immersive to feel the virtual environment, I guess. If you like playing video games, it's neat. But it just makes me feel weird, because I think we're going to get to a point where we're just doing everything virtual. Our banking's done online. Schooling can be done online. You get your tags and registration and driver's license through the internet if you don't go to the DMV in person. Eventually, we're just going to do everything online. We'll be wearing headsets and bodysuits and all this stuff, and then we'll just live life digitally. That's stupid to me. I feel like we shouldn't be so afraid to be in person with each other. Like, people don't... it's weird because I feel like I remember when electronics started becoming more social, and you would go to text someone and they wouldn't have like texting etiquette, or you talk to someone on the phone and they don't really have phone etiquette because they don't use it as a social device, not enough to learn the ins and outs of it. And it's because it's not natural. And now we do so much digital stuff that in person we don't know how to interact with each other, because we do it more on the internet than we do in person. We're afraid to hang out with each other. We need our digital devices to feel normal, because then we can control the digital world around us. Or if we can't control it, then we can just blame it on hackers and glitches and stuff like that. It's messed up. Patriots art. That's when my woodland skills would be a permanent way of life. Yeah. Robber, just like in Wall-E, the big people and floating chairs. Yeah. Norman, the Home Depot website is out. They're probably getting a cyber attack. I feel like hackers are crazy right now. Ohio Kyle in the pod. Yep. I can't remember what that movie is. It's called Gamer or something like that. And they had like inmates that were being used as Call of Duty players by kids. I think it is called Gamer. Yeah, it is called Gamer. And there's like some teenage kid and he controls one of the inmates that was about to beat their real life Call of Duty or whatever. I feel like that's kind of what we're moving into, where everything is just going to be synthetic. Thanks so much, Winning Streak, for joining the membership program, and welcome to the family. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you, Winning Streak. Thank you. Yeah, we're moving through to a synthetic world, and it's disgusting if you think about it. You're like sitting here in real life. You're like, well, let's go watch a movie. Well, I don't want to. They're changing all the characters and they're putting politics and everything. I don't want to watch it. Well, let's watch TV. No, it's the same thing. It's politics and all that. Well, let's go for a walk. Let's go see some, well, you know, you got the rainbow-haired people. You got people out here trying to hurt kids and stuff. I really don't want to deal with any of that stuff. Well, let's play the game. Get logged into the game. And you're just there in your synthetic world. It's the only way you can escape this stuff. And then advertisement, all that stuff. Go get the jab. Don't kick the bucket from the plague. Come buy our woke crap. Have a Bud Light. Like, you can't get away from it. We're just stuck in this terrible world. And it's pushing us all to interact digitally. And it's not great digitally either. Especially if you're being attacked by hackers. Dominic, nerds are taking over the world. I don't know. We need to fix our real life environment instead of trying to escape to the digital realm of the metaverse and our bodysuits so we can feel the fake things that we see on the screen. I don't know. Jeremiah, are you able to buy farmland anywhere for dirt cheap? No. Not in my area. It's not cheap. There's lots of farmland available, but it's not cheap. Plus, I'm poor. If I didn't have student loans, I'd be able to get loans and mortgage and stuff like that, because my credit score is like 780, but I owe $42,000 in student loans, so I can't afford property or anything like that. Anime Adventure 1 vs 1 me, bro. Your ass. Yeah. Nope. Just reading through the chat really quick. Ready Player One. All that stuff. Move into a digital environment. You notice how AI is like really died down? Everybody was talking about ChatGPT like hardcore for a few weeks there, and now I don't hear anything about AI. Jeb, virtual prostitutes. That's just another day playing GTA. Astral Hammer, I like playing video games. VR, no thank you. I like some VR games. I played a game in Grand Rapids at Craig's Cruisers where you had like a rifle and you had a helmet on and you had a vest, and when you got shot you could feel it, and when you looked over you could see your friends playing, but like in the digital universe. So you'd look over and it'd be your buddy standing there. I mean, of course they look like a Halo character or whatever, but they're like moving their hands and stuff. You can see them interacting like that. And when you'd hold the rifle up, like physically hold it up and look through the sights in the game, you'd look through the digital sights of the weapon you're holding. And that stuff was neat, and it was immersive, and you were like shooting zombies and stuff. And I remember like after the match was over and they stopped the waves of zombies, I was like sweating and breathing heavy and stuff, and I was not really getting tunnel vision, but I could feel my adrenaline pumping because it tricks your body into reacting like it's real, because there's enough of it there to kind of fool your senses and stuff. It's neat for like video game stuff, but to like live your life like that, I don't think that's a good thing. So now we're at the part where we're just going to kind of talk about Lauren Boebert introducing articles of impeachment against Old Man Walter on the House floor. It happened yesterday, and it's because of the border. She's saying it's treason, that they know the border's open, that they're allowing 2 million people to come here illegally, and because of that they're filing articles of impeachment. And that's really all that's happening. I don't think they'll actually do anything, because why would they? MTG last week or the week before did the same thing. I don't think it was for the border though. I can't remember exactly what it was for. It might have been the bribes, but it was something. And we'll see, but I really doubt they're all going to pass and have Old Man Walter taken out through impeachment. I just don't think that's going to happen. I mean, it's wishful thinking, but when MTG did it, she did it for Old Man Walter and for Hyena Harris. Lauren Boebert just did it for Old Man Walter exclusively, and then they just said it over and over again. She was reading through a legal document, and for 10 minutes she was just going on and on, which is why we're not watching the video of it. You're welcome to look it up if you would like, but it's kind of a hopium thing. It's like, oh, that'd be nice. It'd be nice if he got impeached for doing the bad things he's doing, but we'll wait and see if there's any accountability handed down. Not like that ever happens. Especially after witnessing what happened with Hunter Biden. He's getting all these charges. He could have did like 30, 40 years in prison. Nope, won't do a day in jail. Must be nice to be on the top of the totem pole. We're going to cover this last video titled FTC Sues Amazon for Signing Users Up for Prime Without Consent. I think that stuff is crazy. I don't know. Every day I'm starting to hate the internet a little bit more, especially with the internet bad guys coming after me all the time. I'm starting to get to that point where I'm only sleeping 4 hours and I'm waking up and I'm scrambling to check my phone and changing passwords and doing all this crap, and I'm so exhausted of it. So exhausted of being abused on the internet. It's just not a fun place. Elisa, I'd like to play VR Skyrim. Yeah, they got Fallout 4 in VR also. I've never played it, and I don't know anybody that has played it, but it's an interesting idea. I can't afford the $400 headset though. What's up, 2 Real? Alright, we're going to go ahead and get this started once again. This is titled FTC Sues Amazon for Signing Users Up for Prime Without Consent.
All right, some breaking news coming in on Amazon. Are you an Amazon Prime member? Well, you may want to listen to this. We're learning now, breaking news, according to CNBC, Washington Post, and others, the FTC is suing Amazon over what they're calling deceptive Prime sign-up and cancellation process, suing Amazon today, alleging that it tricked customers into signing up for its Prime subscription program and then intentionally complicating the cancellation process. So if you wanted to get rid of Prime, they intentionally made it hard for you to do. This, according to a lawsuit coming from the FTC today against Amazon, as reported by CNBC and the Washington Post.
The report goes on that the FTC
has actually been investigating this sort of sign-up attempts for Prime and also your cancellation attempts if you wanted to end that membership since March of 2021. So it's been going on for some time. Members of the FTC, some folks there wanted to hear testimony from Jeff Bezos, who at the time had rejected it. So this has been ongoing for a while. Again, according to NBC, no comment from Amazon at this time, no immediate response there. So something we're watching for. Again, maybe if viewers wanted to reach out with their own sort of experience when it comes to whether or not you thought you'd signed up for Prime, and if you wanted to end it, did you have any difficulty doing so? The FTC clearly under the impression that they would have enough evidence that is the case in going forward with this lawsuit.
Yeah, and it's a serious one here. Again, this is a billion-dollar company that you're talking about. They're claiming, though, in terms of if you're wondering where the legality is, they're claiming that Amazon violated the FTC Act and the Restore Online Shoppers Confidence Act by using what they're calling dark patterns or deceptive design tactics meant to steer users toward a choice to push consumers to enroll in Prime without their consent. So again, CNBC is reporting that the company's shares went down more than 1% this morning in trading. Obviously, what happened today?
Not good. I've heard of Amazon signing people up for like trial offers and all kinds of stuff like that, or even being signed up for like Hulu and whatever as a special deal and not even knowing that they were signed up for it. And they may have even been paying for the service and just not knowing it. So I'm not really surprised to see that Amazon is getting in trouble for doing that. Not really. I don't know. These companies are out of control. It's rough, and I'm sure some of you, if not most of you, have experienced it, where you sign up for something or you become a part of something, but after a while it doesn't serve a purpose anymore. So then you go to get out of it, and then you can't figure out how to do it, can't figure out how to remove your account and stuff like that. It is so frustrating. And so to hear Amazon going through that, for whoever is suing them, good, because it shouldn't be that way. Like, I have a Best Buy credit card that I had a computer emergency a few years ago, and I had to buy a hard drive. And so I went to Best Buy in Muskegon, which is like an hour and a half from me or whatever. And it was because they had the biggest SSD drive that I could find in the area, like in person. I needed it that day. And so when I got there and I was checking out and stuff, they were like, oh, sign up for a Best Buy credit card. If you get approved, you get 20% off or whatever. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's do that. Did it. That was the only time I ever used it. It's been like 2-3 years now, and they charge me like $50 a year to have that credit card. And I don't use it. And so I went to cancel. Can't. There's no way to cancel. I followed the FAQ and all that kind of stuff, and they were like, well, you got to write customer support, and you got to say these specific things. It literally gives you a whole copy and paste thing. You just add your name in the top or whatever, and send it to customer service. They'll delete your account. They'll, end your account or whatever. So I did that. I got a message from them saying, pay for this, subscribe to this, come try this, da-da-da-da-da. But they did not end my service. So now I don't know what to do. I've contacted customer service and stuff. Now I have this credit card that I have to pay $50 a year for indefinitely because there's no way to get out of it. And so I don't know. I might have to go to Best Buy and put somebody's life in danger. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I feel the frustration. And so I don't have Amazon Prime, and I'm not in the same boat as those people that article's talking about. But the internet sucks. The internet is a scary place. It is not safe out here. Let's see. Patriots Arc. Amazon is way too big to fail. I'm surprised they haven't started up store locations, racking the shelves and everyone's items and collecting metadata on it. Amazon made the majority of their money from online real estate. Most websites you see are actually hosted by Amazon. So like if Amazon goes down, 75% of the internet goes down too. And they just recently started doing that store stuff. But what's really interesting is Amazon is Walmart's biggest competitor. And people who are employees at Walmart get told like on a daily basis about how to handle customers and stuff like that instead of one or whatever. And it's because they are the biggest competitor. So Walmart is constantly telling their employees, I know because a couple of friends of mine work at Walmart, And they have crazy psychological training at Walmart, which is really messed up. But they were saying that they're trying to move Walmart into a place where you won't go inside anymore. You will just use the Walmart app. You'll order your stuff. You'll pull up out front. They'll put the crap in your car and you'll leave. Otherwise, you'll receive it in the mail. But you'll no longer go into the store because it helps like insurance and stuff like that. They don't have to be liable if you slip and fall in the store or in the parking lot, whatever. They won't have to have as many employees because they won't have to have all the workers and stuff like that. It'll all be done through robots and stuff like that, automatrons and whatever. And so Walmart's trying to become like Amazon, and Amazon is getting sued right now for basically being tyrants over their customers. Let's see. Picture Sark didn't know about the Walmart Amazon beef. Yeah, it's kind of like this underground thing. There's not a lot of talk about it, but if you know people who work there, that's what it is. Walmart's biggest competitor is Amazon. And now they're losing all that money because they got to pull their stores out of Oregon and all that because people won't stop stealing. Crystal Heart, yeah, there's no cashiers anymore and longer lines, yeah. I hate the door greeters at Walmart so bad. It's not the greeting part I mind. It's the stopping you and let me check your receipt part. It just doesn't feel good to go and spend money at a store where everything's priced too much. It's too high. Chicken and all that is too expensive. You spend all your money just trying to get groceries so you can feed your family, and on the way out you're going to be accused of stealing, and you have to prove that you didn't steal the items that are in the plastic bags next to the cash register. Like, I always tell them, I'm always like, you think I stole the bags too? And I throw my stuff on the ground. I get mad because you're like directly being accused of stealing. That's what it is. I need to make sure you're not stealing. Well, how come you didn't check the person in front of me? I bet you don't check the person behind me. Why are you checking me? Is it because I'm all blacked out? It's because I got hooligan on my t-shirt? Why is it? Why are you stopping me? I get so upset about that. And then they're like, well, I'm just doing my job. Yeah, that's what the SS said too. That doing your job isn't good enough for me. Snooks, Amazon usually is cheaper than Walmart for the same thing. Yeah. I have a hard time buying stuff from Amazon anymore just because a lot of it is cheap crap. I've bought so much stuff that I either broke that day or it arrived at the house broken, and I'm really tired of that. Walmart's not much better though. Miss Jamie, no, they want too much for custom unders. It's like $45. I would be charged $45 to make custom unders, and then, you know, I'd have to mark it up $1 or $2 to cover the shipping and handling for sending it out for everyone. They need to. Okay, so I did find custom unders so we could make hooligan unders, but they would come from China, and I know no one wants that. And so the alternative is to pay $45 a piece is what I would have to pay to get them custom. And then to sell them out, it'd be like $50. And I don't know anybody who wants to pay $50 for hooligan unders. So that's why we don't have them. Jeremiah, now you know why Bill Gates was buying land so you couldn't go independent? Yeah. They're controlling the world. They have so much control. I firmly believe that they could just come out and say whatever they want. They'd come out and say their plans. And I don't think anybody would do anything. What is your name? We'll go with broke. Prostitution is legal in most of Europe, except, I don't know, maybe France. Are you streaming on Twitch? We're currently live on 2 YouTube channels, Twitch, Kick, Odyssey, Rumble, jeffmaclive.com, and Twitter. We're live everywhere. Darth, it starts with a receipt and ends in chains. It's no good. Jeb, I had a department store check my receipt at the door once, and I took everything straight to customer service for a refund. Yeah. It doesn't make sense. Hey, we're going to sell you these great things. We got great deals. We really appreciate our customers. You should come and shop with us. And then you do, and then they're like, hey, buddy, let me check your receipt real quick before you walk out of here with stolen goods. Like, what are you talking about? I just spent $200 on chicken. You gonna accuse me of stealing? And then they act like Nazis about it. Like they're the super cop, top flight security. It's like, listen, I don't want to give you this chin music, but I will. Okay. You're waking up out of a coma. What happened? You check that Hooligans receipt. The last time you do that, asshole. Thank you so much, Poverty Snob, for the $10 donation on YouTube. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. I don't know. And I feel bad for those door greeters, because a lot of times they are elderly or they're disabled in one way or another, and this is, you know, maybe the only kind of job they could get where they could show up every day, be consistent, earn some money, have that gratifying feeling of doing a day's work and all that. And I can understand that, and I don't want to be an asshole to those people. But when you stop me at the door acting like I stole stuff, and I was in here acting right, and that lady over there had 10 bad kids stealing shit off the counter, and you ain't stopping her, but you're stopping me? Nope. I throw the stuff down. I stole these bags. Here's the receipt. Throw it on the ground. Pick it up. You want to know it so bad, you figure this out, not me. You should just let me go. You can remember me. I don't like being that way, but, you know, gotta let them know it's wrong. You gotta resist. Small victories. Guess I'm saying that chin music, it's loud. It's loud, it's loud. Ghost, don't you dare feel bad for them. I worked at Walmart and we made the people we hated work at the door. It's done strategically, huh? That's rough. Copious Hayes profiling. That's what makes me mad. That's what makes me mad. It's because, so like, when you're walking out of a Ludington Walmart, there's a Subway right there, like right there at the door. And me and WMM will go in there together to get groceries so we can watch each other's back and stuff. Because stuff always is going down at Walmart. And like I always say, people are going to recognize me before I recognize them. If they don't like something I say on this live and they want to come shoot me in the face, they catch me at Walmart, they know who I am. I don't know that this is happening. I don't know that they're going to target me and stuff. And so a lot of times we'll go together. That way we can watch each other's back and see what's going on. Because they're not going to know who he is, but they know who I am. And so a lot of times we'll go and stop at Subway or whatever to get some food. Kind of hang out for a second before we go our separate ways. Because we live like 100 miles from each other. We just went to school together. We've been friends for like 16 years. But we'll be sitting in there and we'll watch those door greeters. We'll see who they stop and who they don't stop. And it's I'm trying to think how to say it without getting in trouble. They believe in stereotypes. Let's go like that. They believe in stereotypes. And that just ticks me off when they stop me at the door. He doesn't get stopped. He knows half those people, so he don't get stopped. But he comes with me. We get stopped, and he's like, come on. He's like, my friend's not stealing, blah, blah. And they're like, well, I'm just doing my job. Yeah, but he's an asshole. Don't get him set off. I get in the car, and I'm all mad. He's just sitting there staring out the window. He's like, I know. Because I get all mad. It happens. What's up, Matthew? Oh, if you just got here, you missed it. Edward, put your receipt in your unders. If they went for it, the lawsuit they would have, and how loud the chin music would be. I wonder what the reaction would be. You know, the other thing that I've also been thinking is when you pay for your stuff now, it asks you, do you want a text message receipt? Would you like your receipt emailed to you? Would you like it printed? If you don't print it and they stop you at the door, then what? Then what happens? I haven't figured that out yet, and I haven't, you know, I don't want to put myself in bad situations, so I haven't done it on purpose to see what happens, but I don't know. Dominic, you're a bit of a stereotypical hooligan. Yeah, I know. I just don't like them calling me out on it. That's what I don't like. Ghost, they literally aren't allowed to stop you. They're not supposed to, but I've had people, so I used to just say, yeah, you too, and walk out. Like, they'd be like, hey, let me see your receipt. And I'd be like, yeah, you too. And I'd just continue to walk on. Like they said, have a nice day or something. And that worked for a while until I had this old woman stand in front of me and grab my cart and stop me. And I did not respond well. I had someone with me that I have to protect who is vulnerable to the world, a minor. And we were, you know, leaving, and they stopped me, and I'm like, yo, like, what are you doing? And they were like, well, I need to see your receipt. And I like blew up. I was like, yo, you can't just do that. You can't come and stop us from what we're doing. I didn't steal these bags, okay? I didn't put my stolen goods in the Walmart bag and walk out. Like, come on, man. Snooks, why are you telling my secrets? Patriarch, yeah, if you choose text and you left your phone at the house, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are they going to do? Matthew, oh yeah, we had issues launching the live. That's why there's all those notifications and stuff. Matthew, yeah, we got to figure out if you did a storyboard idea, that would help. There's a lot of software out there. I was looking for software to figure out cartoon ideas, but there's a lot of stuff out there. So it depends on what you're looking to do, how much work you want to actually do, like how custom you want it to be. I mean, because you could either learn how to use this software and get it all done up yourself, or we could go on Fiverr and find somebody who's a cartoonist and tell them the storyline and then give them some amount of money. You got to find, you know, price it out and then have them put it together for you. So that's what I've come up with so far. Dominic, did you steal those Newports and frozen pizza? I don't think they sell Newports. Oh yeah, they do. They're just not menthols. I keep forgetting that. I keep thinking that Newports are banned. Yeah, that's what they think. Remember I told you guys the other day, you want to win that fight, you crap your pants. That's next time they stress me out, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna purposely just rip a Skippy too hard in response. Let me see your receipt. Boom, drop the load. They're like, all right, you win. You win. It trumps everything. Parody AI could make a video cartoon. Yeah, but we need it to be a specific way. But that is a good idea, though. That could be a good starting point. Goes, no, Newports aren't banned. It's menthol cigarettes are banned. But I just always associate Newports with being menthol. Yeah, Matthew, we'll figure something out. I just didn't realize it was going to be so broad. When I was looking for software for doing cartoon stuff, there's all kinds of stuff. There's stuff where you can just like upload your own kind of images and then animate them, and then there's stuff where you're like drawing from scratch, and there's, you know, and everything in between. So Matthew, you could use Klaus Daniels. He's a character, that's for sure. Edward, I wait for someone to get stopped and then I go around. That's a good technique. I might have to do that. The whole waving and yeah, you too, that was working for a while. I think they caught on to me though. Next time I'll make them physically stop me. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, you too. And they're gonna be like, hey, you need to stop. I'll be like, what? Yeah. And they're gonna be like, well, why don't you stop? I'm hard hearing. I listen to a lot of Old Man Walter and the bullshit. It gets stuck. Didn't clean my ears before I made the trip. Couldn't hear you really well. I thought you said have a nice day. Low tech, just run next time. See what they do. They'll probably have a state cop shoot me on the way to the Subaru. That's probably what would happen. There's state police at Walmart all the time, probably from people shoplifting. It's not like what you see on the news where it's people pushing shopping carts with $950 worth of goods. That stuff's not flying here. But there is state police around all the time, and they don't have anything to do. Like, I bet there's more minors in possession of tobacco charges in the area than anything else. They literally have nothing to do. So they're constantly scouting people and stuff. And I think if I was to try and be stopped at Walmart, well, I'm not doing anything wrong, I'm walking out and they try to stop me for a receipt, and I just bolt, taser, taser, that's what you're going to hear. And then you have to come, you know, do a shot for my funeral. What's up, Eagle? Happy freedom. Appreciate you watching on Kick. Darth, good thing you didn't want eggs. Would have been $500. Yeah, I can't afford eggs or chicken. It's expensive. Dominic, I've never been stopped even when I was a young teen stealing things. Yeah. Miss Jamie, pull down your pants and crap on the floor and tell them you identify as a dog. Yeah, what are they going to do about that? They going to do nothing. No, Edward. WMM's not a minor. No. I'm just responsible for a lot of people and their well-being. Try to take care of people as much as I can. I'm a busy guy, even though it stresses me out. What is going on with Twitch? Did Twitch kick the bucket? Twitch kicked the bucket. That's weird. Well, I guess that's our sign. What is going on with Rumble? What's going on, Dance Master? Oh, Rumble froze too. Are we just dead everywhere now? Did I lose everyone? It looks like YouTube's still running. I don't know. I don't know what is going on today. Are we still good on the website? I think the website's good no matter what. Yeah. So for real, Twitch froze, so did Rumble. Good here. YouTube's good. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, at least everyone's still here on YouTube. I don't know what's going on with Rumble and all that. Sure Crazy says it's fine on Rumble. Oh, no, it's not. It says stream ended on my end. Alright, well, we'll get through this before any more bad stuff happens, because today's been full of it. Alright, hooligans, that's all the coffee I had for you guys today. We're going to do the spiel deal, and then we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we're going to wrap everything up. Oh, let me see. I'm going to give you guys the links. What the heck? I guess we're back on Twitch again. I don't know what that's about. Oh, sure crazy. I don't know. Now it says it's working again. I don't know what's going on. Today has been a day. The internet's just being dumb today. Alright, hooligans. When you guys get a second, please go to the link tree. On the link tree, all of my links are listed. So go down the list and find Gilded. Go join Gilded because it's free. And it's currently the best way to receive notifications for when and where we go live. Every time we go live. There's a news board on Gilded to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. And there's a ton of hooligans in there chatting around the clock for you to hang out with. So definitely go join Gilded. Also on the link tree, you can find the link to the merch store if you'd like to grab some merch. We have shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs, and other specialty items. Everything is displayed in black and white or white and black, but if you find something you like, just click on that item to see all the different colors that the item comes in. You can also find links for PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Stripe, Zelle, Buy Me a Coffee, and Locals if you'd like to help support what I do. There's also a link to the Amazon wish list if you would like to send me stuff. It's really easy to use. Anything you purchase directly from the wish list will be sent straight to me without having to find addresses, send emails, or keep track of tracking numbers. It's really simple. And then finally, we have links for the membership programs. You can find memberships for YouTube, Gilded, Discord, Odyssey, Rumble, and Twitch. And at the very top there, you can claim a free week membership for jeffmaclive.com. No strings attached. You won't be charged after the week is up or anything like that. You'll have access to your own profile for our private social media area. You'll have access to our group chat rooms and our group pages. You'll have access to our live streaming area with the built-in chat. And you'll have access to our advanced messaging system with the ability to text call, video call, group text, group call, group video call, and the ability to upload all digital media that's ever existed. So MP3s, MP4s, slideshows, documents, PDF files, all that stuff can be uploaded. It's the freest place on the internet, so definitely go join jeffmaclive.com. All right, hooligans, you know what time it is. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It's getting hot. It's supposed to be like 90 degrees today. I'm sweating. Well, I appreciate all of you hooligans. Sorry for all the problems and all the notifications and stuff. You know how technology gets. What's up, Genthar? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. I hope you're doing good. It looks like it came back on Rumble. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry for the technical difficulties today. It's just been a day. Just reading through the chat, making sure everybody's good. You guys be safe out there today, facing all the evils of the world. Alright, everything looks good. Well, I appreciate you guys being here. We will be live tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, for another Coffee with Hooligans. We will be playing the game later today, sometime between 8 and 10, probably closer to 10. We beat Fallout 4 yesterday. I have to check the poll and see what you guys want to do about that. We'll see how this goes. There is a new game that came out today that's they're calling it the Call of Duty Killer. I'm trying to think what it's called. It's called X Defiant. It's just like Call of Duty, but without being woke. So we might try that. We might install that and give that a try. I seen that Doc was playing it right before I went live. We'll see how that goes. If you guys are interested in playing video games and all that stuff, on the link tree you should be able to find JeffMAC Gaming. Go join up. It has its own Discord. We may just make it a Gilded because Discord has so many problems. I can't stand Discord. But at least go subscribe to the JeffMAC Gaming channel. Yeah, Patriots Arc, exactly. I can't say that word with the G on it, but you know what I'm talking about. Mitchell, Dying Light, I will look into that. I'll look into it. But I appreciate you guys being here. Big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership program, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I would not be able to do this without you. So thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.